we're going to go all the way back to when Alex Jones had Kanye and Nick Fuentes on. Because, yes, I am out of the loop. I take that back. I'm actually extremely in the loop. I am out of date. I'm out of date. So, as you all are probably aware, Alex Jones is a douchebag who proceeded to have more douchebags on his show, as one is wont to do, right? Now, this is the Daily Beast. I'm only using this to kind of like give myself a background. I don't necessarily have a skin in the game when it comes to these fuckers, but like whatever. So you've got Alex Jones, who looks like a partially rotten and inflated sausage shoved inside of a t-shirt, and that's coming from me, someone who is like a flabby sack of potatoes in a sweater. So fuck that guy. But more importantly here, Alex Jones, a far right-wing conspiracy theorist, as it says right there, as we all know, most famous recently for losing $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion he's lost to the parents of the victims of Sandy Hook. That is, oh, it's magnificent. It is wonderful. Having him lose that much money makes my nipples hard. I love it. But more importantly, in order to continue his grift, what he has been doing is he has been having on controversial figures, because that is how he gets more eyes on his products, and his products are what he wants to sell. These are the vitamin pills, etc. Now, you may have remembered that the interview with Kanye was very funny. If you haven't listened to it, do so at your own risk. It's brain rot. I'm not going to play much of it here, or if any of it, because it's just not my thing. But what you need to remember when it comes to this sort of thing is that once Kanye West left, Nick Fuentes came back on and owned Alex Jones and called him out on all of his bullshit. And I don't mean that in a good way. Nick Fuentes is an open Nazi and fucking white nationalist, as we all know. Alex Jones continued to try to push back against Nick Fuentes and against his ideologies, but not in a way that would actually push back, just in a way that gives breathing room. And it's essentially like Alex Jones was trying to hold an umbrella to keep the Nazi rain off of Nick Fuentes, and Nick Fuentes was like, this isn't rain, dude. This is fucking gold. I'm being rained on by gold. Why are you trying to shelter me? And proceeded to spend the entire time just bashing fucking Alex Jones. Just making sure that he didn't have any ability to weasel his way out of the things that he has said before, and that they aren't in conflict with Nick Fuentes. He and Nick Fuentes, if you remove the stigmatization from Nazis, agree on so many things. It's actually a little terrifying. So Alex Jones is like the spoonful of sugar for the right wing compared to Nick Fuentes' bitter medicine. But they're both, when it comes down to it, just making you swallow things you don't need. Anyways, you all know this. I just really wanted to say that Nick Fuentes cocked Jones. And I did have a tab open, and I was going to show you some of it, and then I was like, no, I don't want to show the fucking Alex Jones show on YouTube. I don't want that copyright on my history if that comes up. I don't know how strong the algorithm would come down on me for that. So I'm not actually going to bring that up and do any analysis on it. TLDR, Fuentes cucked Alex Jones, and Alex Jones took it like the little bitch that he is. That's all you need to know about. Now we're going to move over. We're going to move over to Andrew Tate, another horrible douchebag. I did want to do some actual important talking about Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is, for those of you who are not aware, uh, a misogynistic guy who used to do MMA fighting. And when I think it was MMA or kickboxing or something, um, this is him. This is him, the guy in the hoodie with the dick sucking lips that would remove your soul from your testicles. No, he would. I would say he would like suck the soul from your clit, but he would never touch a woman. He's just not that type of guy. He likes to talk about how he would subjugate women and how they must serve him and only be used for breeding. But we all know he doesn't actually touch women, really. I mean, come on. Or at least if he does, it's not for any of their satisfaction. Am I right, fellas? All right, people. Yeah, he doesn't. No, Andrew Tate's a monster. Um, so jokes aside, Tate originally was a kickboxer, and then he and his brother started up a cam service where they were explicitly using models to fleece lonely men out of their money. The cam girls were supposed to bond with the men that they were talking to, listen to their problems, get sympathy, and milk them for all of the money that they were worth by giving them their own sob stories, essentially. And it is, I think, pretty obvious that part of the reason that he is being arrested by the Romanian authorities for human trafficking and whatnot is because of these cam models. He human trafficked cam models, from what we're learning out. Let's go through this BBC article. Andrew Tate has been detained as part of human trafficking and rape, like I just was talking about. Kickboxer rose to fame, blah, blah, blah. Twitter's banned him because women should not bear responsibility for being sexually assaulted. Oh, they should. Sorry, they should bear responsibility for being sexually assaulted, which is fucked. Sorry, I turned that into something less fucked on instinct because, well, I don't know, my brain is like that sometimes. Once he stopped fleecing lonely men with cam models, he changed his grift into being hyper masculine and started fleecing the same type of men with his lifestyle and like pyramid scheme of how to be a man and how to be successful type of thing, type of conversation, right? So let's see. Speaking to the BBC, a spokesperson for the Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, other known as DICOT, said prosecutors had applied to hold the influencer at a detention center for an additional 30 days. So, Andrew Tate's locked up till the end of January, folks. Yay. Fuck that guy. During the detention, the two brothers maintained their right to silence, their lawyer has told the BBC. The four suspects appear to have created an organized crime group with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women by forcing them to create pornographic content meant to be seen on specialized websites for a cost. This is that webcam modeling I was talking about previously. It looks like what they were doing was going and scooping up girls from all over the place, putting them in a room, and forcing them to do things. Video on social media showed Tate and his brother being led away from the luxury villa. Can I find that? Oh, well, we'll do it later. Maybe. Let's see. Police allege the victims were recruited by the British citizens who they said had misrepresented their intention to enter into a relationship with the victims, which they called the lover boy method. Okay, so they would walk up to some girl, give them a bunch of attention for like a week, have them move in, and then like, oh, here, you're actually going to be doing this fucking cam modeling, or we're going to like beat you and shit. Okay. Let's see. Released a video of the raid showing guns, knives. I think there was a sword in that video. Tate moved to Romania 5 years ago. Rumors swirled online that the police were tipped off to Tate's presence in the country. Okay, we're gonna take a brief moment here. His pizza video. It's hilarious. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ads? Are you kidding me? Ugh. I might not have to do this on incognito at some point. Okay. Um, this guy gonna be talking? Okay, yeah, he's gonna be talking. Okay, let's go back. Of course, it's all okay. Anyway, so we've seen the pizza boxes here, right? You see the pizza boxes? Pizza boxes. Yeah, here we go. Esquire. We're going to Twitter. We got a thread. Yeah, so in Andrew Tate's response to Greta Thunberg calling him small dick energy, because, well, to be fair, he does have small dick energy. Uh, he came back after like 10 hours, dressed in a bathrobe, smoking a cigar, boasting about how his cars produce the most emissions. Produced a pizza box, a couple of pizza boxes that he said were completely unrecyclable due to their oil content from the pizza. Right? Well, as you can see here, Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew was in the country, and so they reportedly used his social media posts regard with his ridiculous pizza thing that was Jerry's Pizza, which is a Romanian pizza chain, confirming that he was in the country, which allowed them to launch their uh, apprehension of Tate. It's funny. It's really, really funny. Um, let's see. Prior to his neural, he's a kickboxer. Okay, we'll go over here to Reuters. Um, do oh, and in case you're wondering, Andrew Tate's net worth is something like 366 million. So like he's not just like a millionaire. He's like a big millionaire. Um almost halfway to a billion in net worth. And he did that on the backs of exploited laborers and sex slaves, it sounds like. So yeah, we got a bunch of pictures of him going down. Now, you also may remember that Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla and Twitter. And you may also remember that Twitter recently got bought by Musk and has proceeded to become a trash fire ever since. Well, oh boy, do I have news for y'all. It's December, so let's go to the month, right? Let's go 6 months. All right, 6 months. So here we are in September. Tesla stock riding high around $300 a stock, right? Well, it started to drop as Musk tried to buy Twitter, leveraging Tesla stock and all of his money and stuff, and he started selling a bunch right here, right? And then it kind of leveled off. He got Twitter, and then he said that, like, you, oh God, it's so, the Elon Musk saga is just so much. There is just so much. Fucking stock has dropped $100 in 6 months and is now currently sitting at 123, which it hasn't done since, we'll say, mid 2020 during the fucking pandemic, right? Now, Musk, Elon Musk is a twat guy. Like, he's just so bad. Elon Musk Twitter. Let's see. Sorry, my brain is having a mental fart when it comes to Elon Musk. We may come back to that guy. Okay, moving quickly along. Moving quickly along. We're going to take a look at the key takeaways from Donald Trump's tax returns. This came out last night. Actually, this is only just a few hours old. This is only 7 hours old, 8 hours old. So here we go. I haven't pre-listened to this or pre-watched this, so let's do this. 6 years of Donald Trump's federal tax returns. Released on Friday, show the former president paid very little in federal income taxes for the first and last year of his presidency. Go figure. Claiming huge losses that helped limit his tax bill, among other revelations. The returns, long shrouded in secrecy, were released to the public. Can I get a non-CNN link to those? No, of course not. Published on Friday by the House Ways and Means Committee, the culmination of the battle over their disclosure that went to the Supreme Court. They confirm a report issued from the Joint Committee on Taxation that Trump claimed large losses before and throughout his presidency that he carried forward to reduce or practically eliminate his tax burden. For example, his returns show that he carried forward a $105 million loss in 2016 and a $73 million loss in 2015 and 2016, respectively. The thousands of pages of documents from the former president's personal and business federal tax returns, which spans the year of 2015 to 2020, provide a complex web of raw data about Trump's finances, offering up many questions, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Returns shed light on questionable tax claims. Each year of the president, he received exactly... For each year of his presidency, for example, Trump claimed he received exactly $18,000 in interest on a loan he said he gave his daughter, Ivanka Trump, and $8,715 in interest from his son. Okay, so they are paying way more money than I make in a year in interest to their daddy. That's cute. It raises the question of whether the loans were bona fide arm's length transactions or whether the transfers were disguised gifts that could trigger gift tax and a disallowance of interest deduction by the related borrowers, the JTC said in its report. It's unusual to have interest in round numbers. Very rare. Okay, so that's regarding the, $24,000 here from his son. Also, questions about Trump's returns listing an identical amount of company expenses and income. For example, in 2017, Trump claimed his business, DJT Aerospace, which operates Trump's helicopter, claimed $43,000 in income. It also claimed the exact same amount in expenses. That's not good. That's fucked. What the shit? That's not how that works. Okay, yeah. So, let's see. Total expenses equaling total income is statistically impossible, said Shell. No shit. Who added that the figures are not evidence that something illegal was done. It just doesn't happen. So, they're being lazy or what? I mean, it sounds illegal to me. Just being that there's something going on there. IRS auditors were investigating multiple so-called large, unusual, questionable terms on Trump's tax returns, which for the regulator wanted Trump to provide supporting evidence. Here we go. Shows that he held foreign bank accounts while in office. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. Trump had bank accounts in China from 2015 to 2017. Which he was required to report to the Finance Crimes Enforcement Network. I'm guessing he didn't do that. Sounds like things he wouldn't. China bank account, which was reported by the New York Times, was tied to Trump International Hotels Management, pushing the country. Okay. This is ironic because he said Biden was a puppet of China, but Biden didn't have any ties to China. The returns show that Trump paid more in foreign taxes than in U.S. federal income taxes for 2017. That doesn't surprise me. 2017, Trump paid $750 in federal income taxes. Wow, 750. I paid more money than Trump did in my taxes in 2017. Oh God, that hurts. Oh, that hurts a lot. Trump listed business income taxes expensing for other notable financial items in Azerbaijan, Panama, Canada, India, Qatar, South Korea, the United Kingdom, China, the Dominican Republic, United Arab Emirates, the Philippines, Grenada, U.S. territory, Puerto Rico, Georgia, Israel, Brazil, St. Martin, Mexico, Indonesia, Ireland, Turkey, and St. Vincent. Claimed no charitable deductions in 2020, even though he said he would donate his $400,000 salary to charity each year. Looks like he never did that. So, lying sack of shit once more. Just add that to the list of lies that he has done. Um, oh, yeah, Trump's own tax law. Of course, it applied to him. Why wouldn't it? The Ways and Means Committee. Blah, 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 blah. Well, all this boils down to I'm hoping that Trump is fined heavily for his tax scheming. However, we all know that's not going to happen because why would it? Why would the elites? Why would the people who have money in this country? Why would the bourgeoisie be hurt in any way? That's a great question.